Hi everyone, my name is Charlie and today I want to talk about The Gender Games by Juno Dawson. I read this book for Nonfiction November, which is run by Olive over at A Book Olive. The Gender Games is Juno's memoir, I suppose, of being a transgender woman in the UK and her life experiences. I concur with the consensus. This is a very funny, accessible book. It's a book that ought to be read, really. I didn't have any expectations going into this book related to what content might be in there. And a few years ago, I don't know whether you remember, I said that I wanted to read more books discussing sexuality, gender, and feminism. And this book does delve into a lot of those topics, and I suppose that I went into it not wondering whether any of the questions I had surrounding the concept of gender would actually be answered in this book. I mean, I won't deny that as a very young boy, Charlie, me, I was quite, assured of my gender. I remember getting into arguments with my younger brother because him and my sister have always got on, and he would do what I saw as stereotypically girly things. Now, my brother is currently the manliest, man that I know, but I do remember, sometimes he would play with my sister's dolls, or, they just do things that I thought were girly. And I remember getting annoyed about that. Yet I'm over here with my favourite Power Ranger being the Pink Power Ranger. As I've grown older and I've thought more about these sorts of things and really relaxed my ideas and become more of the not liberal-minded person, but, well, I suppose liberal is the only word that people would use to describe it. Gender has become one of those things where I can't help but see it as a human concept, something that we created ourselves. We created these ideals, we created these standards, these morals, and these behaviours that we began to attribute to certain genders. And this book does touch on that topic somewhat. And I think that this book may serve as some sort of education to people who aren't aware of transgender struggles in the UK. And I think what Juno highlights in this book is the struggles that not just transgender women face, but women face and men face because of gender. Again, it's one of those things that I wish didn't need to be a discussion point, but people have a lot of preconceived notions and ideas that aren't necessarily favourable. And I was glad that a book like this exists, and I think that it being humorous and light-hearted as well as discussing very serious topics was a good way to go about this book. And I recommend that people go out and they find the book and they enjoy it for themselves. If you wish to discuss any of the things I talked about within this video, because I'm not sure that I actually made any of the points that I wished to make, then please feel free to do so in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, that is all.